The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Oh, here come the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion, and it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate.
Verwest, they center in front. Scarbrug down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
Good evening and welcome in to Dilworth Glendon Felton High School. I'm Jason Phillips with Mike Mason here on the Budget Blinds pregame show here on the Magnitude Sports Network, and we have an exciting Midwest Red Division contest here tonight as the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels play host to the Fergus Falls Otters. Both teams with differing results to start the season, as Fergus Falls opened the season with a nice victory over Park Rapids area 42-28. They were down in that one 21-0, but outscored Park Rapids area 42-7 on the way to the victory. And then on the other side of things, Barnesville, the defending state 2A champions, were able to hold off DGF, the state 3A runners-up, in what was an exciting game over in Barnesville, but the Trojans were able to pick up the 14-7 victory, as tonight is home opener for the Rebels here to kick off the 2023 season, Mike.
Yeah, and you know, DGF, you know, I wasn't at the game, but I was keeping an eye on the scoreboard while you and I were doing that Perham-Holly game last week, Jason, and it certainly seemed like that was a really tight game. It was 7-0, then it was 7-7, then it was 14-7, and then what was the final score, did you say?
14-7.
Yeah, so, but Barnesville didn't score that second touchdown until inside the 2-minute mark remaining in the game. That thing was tied 7-7. A play here or a play there that went the other way, and DGF probably could have pulled away with a victory in that game. And it kind of makes you wonder, because like we're going to get to see DGF play tonight, Jason, but since we didn't get to see him play last week, you know, based on the outcome of that game and how close it was, a lot of people might be asking, you know, what kind of pieces do DGF bring to the table this year? Unless Barnesville has dropped in talent level compared to previous years, I would say that DGF brings a lot to the table based on how that game was played out. That makes sense to you?
It does. This Rebels squad, though, a lot of people are talking about the fact that you look in the past, the Rebels had an Owen Leach and a Jordan Summers, and amongst other, a lot of talented seniors from the 2023 class. But unfortunately for the Rebels, those guys are gone. And in DGF, it's kind of, they don't reload, they rebuild. And they don't rebuild, they reload, excuse me. I got that backwards.
Yeah.
And they had a strong running attack against Barnesville, just couldn't finish some drives in that game. Brody Friend led the team with 47 yards. Team rushed for 129 yards on the ground. I believe there's only 4 possessions in that first half total for both teams. So the ball was really an old school high school football game where it was just ate up in the trenches.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to this game tonight. As you mentioned earlier, Fergus Falls won their opener. So it always seems like these two teams battle it out, whether it's here, whether it's in Fergus Falls. So I'm hoping we have a great game today.
It should be a fun one here on the Magnitude Sports, your Budget Blinds pregame show. We'll take a quick time out, come back, and we'll have more all lined up for you here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Welcome back here to Dilworth Glendon Felton High School. I'm Jason Gross with Mike Mason to get ready to go for the home opener for the DGF Rebels tonight as they take on the Fergus Falls Otters. The Rebels looking for win number 1. The Otters looking to improve to 2-0. We thank you for joining us here on the Budget Blinds pregame show. We'd like to thank our sponsors again for making tonight's broadcast possible. The Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Budget Blinds, as well as we'd like to thank Huseman Schreiber Masonry, their sponsorship of the scoreboard, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, our postgame show brought to you by them, Adine Family Dentistry. We'll let you know about them more when they get into the red zone. Cash Concrete will have our starting lineups in just a matter of seconds. And Quality Toyota. We'd like to thank all the sponsors for making broadcasts possible here on the Magnitude Sports Network here. And it should be a fun one tonight. A lot of great games going on in the Midwest Red. This is just one of many. Tonight, Perham takes on Detroit Lakes. Little Falls takes on East Grand Forks. Thief River Falls is doing battle with Morris area Chokio, Alberta tonight as the kickoff for the Midwest Red kicks off tonight.
At Perham, they're playing Thief River, you said?
Detroit Lakes.
Oh, Detroit. That should even be a better game than the Thief River game that I thought would be a good game. But, if I could be in 2 places at once, I'd be in Detroit Lakes and Glendon. I was going to say Dilworth, but that would not have been true. So,
And you may have noticed our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Huseman Schreiber Masonry, here tonight is colored pink for DGF tonight. The players have pink underneath their traditional black and white. The fans tonight all wearing pink tonight in honor of Taylor Rosenfeld, who was a member of the class of 2023, and she unfortunately was killed in an accident, and they're honoring her tonight, and she's just one of those people that everyone seemed to love, and she loved being at the lake and is just a great person.
Yeah, she participated in choir and music here at DGF High School, and as a matter of fact, I talked to the choir music teacher about her before we went on the air today, and he was happy to talk about her, but I get the feeling that it's still kind of a sensitive subject here, and to completely understand why. Based upon what I was told, she was friends with pretty much everybody that she came in contact and had conversations with. All of her classmates absolutely loved her, and word has it that some of the seniors from that 2023 class who graduated last year are in attendance tonight, probably somewhere on your camera down there, just to not only cheer on the Rebels but support the overall cause tonight. So unfortunate loss, and our condolences to the family and all the friends and all the classmates of Taylor. So DGF will be pink throughout the duration of our broadcast tonight, and we wish both teams the best of luck here this evening.
And with that, we'll take a quick break. Come back, we'll have your Cash Concrete starting lineups here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
I drove 116 miles for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
How far would you drive to get a great deal at quality Toyota? Tundra, RAV4, Tacoma. What's your number? Quality Toyota, Fergus Falls.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
Welcome back to Glendon Felton, to DGF High School, Dilworth Glendon Felton High School, as the Rebels get ready to take on the Fergus Falls Otters. Here on your Budget Blinds pregame show, now we'll take a look at our Cash Concrete starting lineups. For the Rebels on offense, starting at quarterback will be Caleb Johnson. He'll be joined in the backfield by Nick Wally, Casey Macheski, Brody Friend, in the backfield. On the line, it's Josh Judgen, Bodie Milzoff, Aiden Dean, Nolan Verdi, and Bryce Steen. Tight ends are Brody O'Keefe, Thomas Serene, and the wide receivers, Tommy Reeder and Camden Schreiber for DGF. When Fergus Falls is on offense, the Rebels will look like this. On the line, it's Brody O'Keefe, Aiden Adine, Josh Judgen, Bodie Milzoff. The linebackers, Nick Wally, Casey Macheski, Ethan Hellerud. And in the backfield, defensive backfield, Bodie DeVries, Cade Swenson, Brody Friend, and Caleb Johnson. That's how the Rebels will look. Starting lineups brought to you by Cash Concrete. When the Otters are on offense, still look like this. At quarterback is Henry Bethel. He'll be joined in the backfield by Griffin Babylonian. Wide receivers are Levi King, Alex Ellison, and Jack Ratz, as well as Darius Lockett. Across the line, Jack Anderson, Dane Hastings, Christian Franson, Eli Tollerson, and Colton Drouillard for the offense for Fergus Falls. The defensive look for Fergus Falls, they run a 4-2-5. Across the line, Colton Drouillard, Christian Franson, Dane Hastings, and Eli Tollerson. The quarterbacks, Alex Ellison and Darius Lockett. The safeties, Karsten Froning, Levi King, and Kellen Stenstrom. The linebackers, Jack Ratz and Griffin Babylonian for Fergus Falls. And this is a Fergus Falls squad, Mike, that dug a hole against Park Rapids but was able to dig out of it and picking up a 42-28 victory over Park Rapids in their season opener. As you can see, the introductions of the Rebels to the hometown crowd tonight, and a good one on hand here in Glendon tonight for what should be a fun contest between the Rebels and the Otters. Last year, it was all DGF. They won the contest by a score of 47-0. As you look at the scoreboard from the Midwest Red over the last week, it was a very successful week for the Midwest Red, except for one team. Fortunately for the Rebels, they're the ones with a lone loss. Roseau suffered a 40-14 defeat to Thief River Falls. East Grand Forks knocked off Crookston 33-7. Little Falls defeated Pierce 30-16. Morris area Chicago, Alberta defeated Minnewaska area 40-20. Other games were DGF falling to Barnesville 14-7. Fergus Falls over Park Rapids area 42-28. Ricori falling to Detroit Lakes 27-25, and Perham knocking off Hawley 24-0, which you can go back and watch if you want on the Magnitude Sports Network in our archives. As we're just moments away from the kickoff here tonight, we thank you for joining the Budget Blinds pregame show here on the Magnitude Sports Network as we get ready for the opening kick. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Huseman Schreiber Masonry. We are now hiring and you can work year-round. Visit them on Facebook by searching Huseman Schreiber Masonry. Clay County Health. Clay County Health reminds you that most DGF students would rather not vape when hanging out with friends. Healthy people create healthy communities. Also like to thank Randall's Excavating, Adine Family Dentistry. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, dentures, visit AdineFamilyDentistry.com to schedule an appointment today. I'd also like to thank Cash Concrete. They're your sponsors of the starting lineup tonight, and Quality Toyota. The Rebels will kick things off. Fergus Falls will get the opening possession. They won the toss and have decided that they want the football. Kicking off will be junior Hayden Hoff.
I want to say thanks for covering there for me, as we had an issue last second I had to take care of behind the scenes. Otherwise, I would have chimed in with a comment, but it's all you now.
So we get ready to go for the start of the home portion of the season for DGF. Back deep is Levi King and Jackson Zender for the Otters. As Hoff will kick right to left. As you watch in from home or wherever you're watching, the kick here on the near side. Going to King at the 15, cuts up. Now cuts all the way across the field at 25, up at the 30. Drives forward, plows forward, and gets to about the 35-yard line on the return by Levi King.
Yeah, nice return there, and a little bit more speed. He maybe could have got around the edge and gotten a few more yards, but that just goes to show what the kick return coverage ability there for the Rebels as well.
We'll get our first look at Fergus Falls offense with Henry Bethel under center. He'll come out in the gun with 3 lists to the right, 1 to the left side. So he looks things over. High snap through the hands. Bethel picks it up. Pump fakes, now slips and falls.
And that is a huge loss and a big confidence booster there for the Rebels defense.
As Brody O'Keefe will get credited with the sack on that one. And now it'll be second and 19 from about the 22. And now empty backfield for Bethel with 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Well, you got to do it after losing 9 yards. You got to get those 9 yards back, if not 4 or 5 more.
Quick pass near side. Bethel looking for Lockett through the hands of Lockett. Now 3rd down and 19. Stops the clock on your Huseman-Schreiber's Masonry scoreboard.
Well, not the start that Fergus Falls would hope for here. Based upon your summary of their game against Park Rapids, it seems like they're starting out in a similar way here.
On receiver, wide left, 3 to the right side. Running back, Babylonian fakes a handoff to Bethel. It sets up the screen, read nicely, and broken up on the pass for Babylonian. Nice job breaking that up there was Jerome Gage. So he got there, read that nicely, broke it up, and it's going to force a punt.
Well, that was probably one of the more energetic 3-and-outs if you're a DGF fan. Their defense really put a stop to it really quick, but they got a little bit of help on a bad snap, too, to start that off.
Swenson back at about his own 42 to receive the kick from King. Right-footed boot from King. And the kick away from Swenson goes out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. They'll be about the 40. They continue to walk up the sideline. They'll say it's the 45, and the Rebels will have excellent field position. Now we'll get our first look at Caleb Johnson.
Caleb Johnson, of course, filling in the big shoes of Owen Leach, who played quarterback the past 3 or 4 seasons for the Rebels. And congratulations to Owen Leach. I believe he went to Minnesota for college football and basketball, if I remember correctly.
The Duluth version.
Yeah, the Duluth version, yes.
Johnson is under center. Looks things over. Sends a man in motion and a handoff near side. Nice powerful run there to start things off as Macheski as he gets to the 15, a gain of 5. A nice run there by Casey Macheski, who has the honors of filling in for Jordan Summers, who graduated and was a powerful running back.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to miss Jordan Summers on the football field, man. Whenever they would hand the ball off to him, it was an automatic 12, 15-yard gain, it seemed like, if not more.
Johnson again under center, follows backfield. Handoff, second guy left side. Breaks a tackle, drives forward to the defensive secondary. Strong run there. And that time picking up the big run was Nick Wally, a familiar name to Rebel fans, as he picks up a first down inside the 40 to 38.
Yeah, Nick Wally showing a glimpse of the aforementioned Jordan Summers there. We'll see if he can get a couple more runs like that and solidify that honorary title.
So they're getting close to the Adine Family Dentistry red zone coming up. As we approach the 10-minute mark. Johnson under center, handoff. Right side this time, it's Friend. He breaks a couple tackles, picks up about 7. A nice run by Brody Friend. And so far, 3 different running backs on the ground for the Rebels on the first 3 plays. Macheski, Wally, and Friend. As head coach Anthony Soderberg changes things up with the running backs and see who gets a hot hand early. As it's 2nd and 2. Approaching 9.5 and counting. Johnson. Roll out. Looks to throw. Fires pass. Incomplete. Was looking for O'Keefe on the rollout. And that'll be 3rd down and short. Perfect time there to go for a pass play on 2nd and short.
Yeah, and O'Keefe, I mean, he pretty much had that defender shaken. I wouldn't say he was wide open, but he was definitely open. They just couldn't connect on that pass there.
Playbook still wide open on 3rd and 2 at the Otter 30 under Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. Play clock hits 14 as the Rebels approach the line. Johnson looks things over. Fergus Falls showing pressure, now they back off. Johnson, handoff, left side with a nice run there and a first down. Nick Wally gets inside the 25 to the 22 as Wally with a nice powerful run.
Yeah, Wally there right at the end of that run there kind of had a little bit of patience. He knew the hit was coming. He took the hit. He was able to keep his balance. He was able to fall forward for an extra yard. Nice job there by Wally.
That's one thing about these Rebels backs is throughout the years they have a tendency of doing a great job falling forward, getting the extra yardage. Johnson sends a man in motion, Wally. He'll get the handoff left side, breaks a tackle, gets stripped up. Otherwise, he would have been free inside the Dean Family Dentistry red zone with that run to the 16.
Yeah, I could be wrong on this, but I believe it was Karsten Froning who grabbed the shoestrings there of Wally. And like you said, Jason, if it wasn't for that shoestring grab, that would have been 6 points on the board for the Rebels.
Johnson under center. The deep back is Macheski. Wally to the right. They're going to send a man in motion. That's DeVries. Handoff. Comes back left side. Wally plows forward inside the 15 to the 11. Misdirection that time from the Rebels.
So pickup of about 5 on the play.
That's enough to move the chains for the Rebels inside the Adine Family Dentistry red zone. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, dentures, visit AdineFamilyDentistry.com to schedule an appointment today.
So they'll officially mark the ball on the 12 instead of the 11, looks like.
Johnson under center. Set DeVries the deep to his left. Wally to the right. He's going to keep it himself and follow the 3 big boys and run forward into the end zone for a touchdown of 12 yards. Caleb Johnson caps off the drive for the score.
Nice first drive there for the Rebels. A little bit of ground game. Didn't see a whole lot of passing there, but the matter of fact, the only pass attempt that I remember ended up incomplete, but they were able to move the ball on the ground and get those 6 points.
Rebels in the swing gate. Look, now we'll set up for the traditional field goal from Hoff. Snap, spot, kick on its way. And it's good by Huff. And it's the Rebels up 7-0. On your Huseman Schreiber scoreboard. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and come back here to Glendon, where the Rebels lead by a score of 7-0.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Welcome back to DGF High School. A nice, powerful opening drive. The Rebels go 55 yards and take a 7-0 lead on a touchdown run by Caleb Johnson. And that drive had a little bit of everything in the backfield for the Rebels.
Yeah, we saw a couple of nice runs by Wally, and then that touchdown run by the quarterback to cap it off there for the Rebels.
And now Hoff will kick it away. Kick to the 10. Picking up on the return is King. And the Rebels swarm him under. He barely gets across the 20 to the 24 on the return by King. And now we'll get our second look at Henry Bethel and the Otters offense that went backwards on their first possession, losing about 9 to 14 yards, I think it was, on that opening possession.
Yeah, hopefully they don't have that bad snap, because that just domino effect into a 3-and-out there for the Otters, and we'll see if they can rebound a little bit here on their second drive attempt of the game.
The gun again for Bethel. Takes a look. Now fires far side. Incomplete to low and far for his wide receiver on the far side. That looks like Kirsten Fronting, the intended target.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that pass might have been intended for Darius Lockett, and it definitely ended up in the area of that other receiver there, but it looked like Lockett kind of lost his balance and fell forward, and then the receiver in front of him is where that ball ended up going to. That's how it looked to me anyway.
Allison split wide left. Handoff this time off the edge. Babylon plows forward, gets near the 30 with a nice powerful run on the outside. He's wrapped up by DeVries. It'll be 3rd and about 4, and a manageable 3rd down, and a first positive play for the Otters here tonight. They'll spot it at the 28 on your Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. We're now hiring, and you can work year-round. Visit them on Facebook by searching Huseman Schreiber Masonry. The Otters come to the line with 2 receivers left to the right side. Bethel in the gun. Gets a snap. Fires far side. That pass is complete. Making the catch and picking up the first down was Alex Allison, as he hauls that one in on the far sideline. Gets brought out of bounds at the 41, and a first down for the Otters.
Yeah, first down of the game for Fergus Falls, and it certainly looks like this drive's an improvement from drive number 1. No doubt about that.
We know this Otter team can put up points, as they scored up 42 last week after trailing 21-0. Trips right for Bethel. Handoff, Babylon up the middle, swarmed under, wrapped up right away. O'Keefe was the first one there to wrap him up as Babylon gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Down 21-0 and winning. Talk about doubling up. Like, a double up on a double up there for Fergus Falls last week. We'll have some Park Rapids Panthers games this season here on Magnitude Sports, so we'll get a chance to get caught up on their season as well.
Quick pass on the wide receiver screen. It's complete to King. He breaks the tackle, lunges forward, gets to midfield, and that's where they'll spot him right at the 50. Brings up 3rd and about a yard. Nice pitch and catch, and a good job setting up that wide receiver screen to King.
Yeah, and a nice job there by King to have his eyes upfield and being aware of where those defenders are at. 7 out of 10 receivers probably would not have gained the extra yardage that King gained on that play.
2 receivers left to the right side. Babylon to the right of King in the gun. Bethel in the gun, and there's movement on the line. A jump from the guard spot will bring up a 5-yard penalty, and what was third and manageable now is 3rd and 6.
I want to say hi to Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina. Thank you for tuning in, Jim. Had one other guy who chimed in on the chat, and now he's here at the game, or he's on his way to the game, one of the two.
By the looks of the parking lot, I'm thinking he probably got here tonight. It's a full house.
Definitely.
Here in Glendon tonight. 2 receivers left to the right side. Bethel in the gun with Babylon to his right. Looks right, fires right, pass complete. King, first down.
Nice pass to the sideline there, and a nice job by the Rebels, Ethan Hellerud, along with Cade Swenson, kind of bottling up King there as they won't allow him any additional yardage this time.
Into Rebel territory, though. Nice job by King. Knew where the sticks were. Planted his feet, made the catch, knew he had the first down. And like you said, Hellerud and Swenson were there right away to wrap him up. But a big first down for the Otters as we approach under 5.5 in our opening quarter here from Glendon. 2 receivers left to the right side. Bethel sends a man in motion. That's King. They pitch to him. King's going to look to throw. He's got a man downfield. The pass is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Kellen Senstrom. As Senstrom got turned around, tried to adjust and dive for it, and it falls incomplete. The trickeration does not work that time for the Otters.
Yeah, just went right through his fingertips there, and just a tough break for Fergus Falls. Even though if he would have caught that, he would have been tackled right at that spot. But that would have injected some life into the Otters fan base over on the far side of the field.
A nice play there, drawn up by first-year head coach Chris Grabowska and the Otters. But it falls short that time. We'll see if they go back to that later in the game.
I would say do it at some point. You don't want to do it too often, but I'd say go ahead.
Bethel, handoff, Babylon, left side, gets the edge, now cuts back up, runs into his own guy, now continues to drive forward. Gets to about the 41 and brings up 3rd down and about 5. Make it 6 on the spot.
Yeah, about 5 minutes to go here, and still 7-0 with Fergus Falls threatening here and moving inside the Rebel territory, and we'll see if they can cap it off here before the end of the first quarter or not.
Bethel in the gun again. Drops back, looks right now, comes back. Fires, far side, completes, and Elson takes advantage of the separation, plants his feet, gets the first down, goes out of bounds, and moves the chains. Score updates in that battle for the paddle game. DL and Perham are tied at 0 towards the end of the first quarter. Both teams have turned the ball over once. Here it's 7-0 on the back of a 12-yard run by Caleb Johnson that has the Rebels up 7-0 here in the first quarter. But the Otters are driving with trips right, 3 left. Looks right, now the pressure comes. And Bethel tries to escape, loses the football, comes out. Do they stay in bounds? Is a turnover? It is, if he stays in bounds.
It looks like from my vantage point that he did.
They say he did not.
No, he didn't.
So Bethel loses the football on the pressure. As Houston Pfeiffer was there to put the pressure on. And now it's 2nd and a mile.
Yeah, that ball took some backspin. It didn't look like originally it went out of bounds, but it must have gone out of bounds and did some backspin, and I missed that backspin portion of it.
But I think also the ball may have stayed inbounds, but the defender may have been out of bounds when he grabbed the ball, so that rules it as out of bounds.
That's a possibility as well.
So backs it up to the 45, where it's 2nd and 22 for the Otters. And now we're going to have a timeout. Otters are going to talk things over. We'll take a quick break. The Rebels lead by a score of 7-0 here in the first quarter.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
Well, welcome back here to DGF High School as the Rebels and the Otters doing battle in the home opener for the Rebels. They strike first on their opening drive. They went 55 yards, capped off with a 12-yard run by Caleb Johnson. Otters went 3 and backwards on their first drive, now trying to convert to 2nd and 22 after a drive that started well, but now has fizzled a little bit due to a fumble. Lost 12, but now the Otters out of the timeout with 2 receivers left, 2 to the right side. Bethel in the gun, Beveling to his right. Fakes the handoff, fires right over the middle, it's intercepted. And a nice play, Caleb Johnson with the interception for the Rebels, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels.
Well, I was going to say only a couple of bad plays on this drive for Fergus Falls, and then he throws the interception for the hat trick of bad plays. So ball goes back to the Rebels, and, Caleb Johnson scoring the touchdown and scoring the and getting that defensive interception and just changed that 8 to a 2. Or wait, no, 8 to a 0. I think that was his number last year. He's certainly showing glimpses of his mentor. Let's put it that way.
As Johnson will lead his Rebels to the line at the 35. Takes the handoff, has time, fires near side, underthrown, pass directed and caught.
Oh.
Brody Friend makes the reception. An acrobatic catch off the defender, pops up. Great concentration by Friend, hauls it in, 1st down Rebels.
That was something else right there. I've seen that happen on a couple of occasions over the years broadcasting football, but every time it happens, it's never less exciting than the previous time I've seen it. I love that play.
1st and 10 for the Rebels at the Otter 43 after the pitch and catch. Johnson to the line, 3 down linemen for the Otters, handoff left side. Powering forward with another nice powerful run. There's Nick Wally. It's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Rebels, who are looking to turn the interception from Bethel into points.
And what a punch in the gut that would be if they could do just that to the Fergus Falls Otters. And it certainly looks like things are, that momentum has shifted into the Rebels' favor at this point in time.
Johnson again under center. The powerful backfield behind him. Handoff straight ahead. Continuing to power through. And a nice run. That time was Macheski.
I sincerely thought Macheski was down about 5 yards earlier.
Ball's at the 23 as they're getting ready to approach the Dean Family Dentistry red zone. Rebels struck first on their opening drive. Looking for more on their 2nd possession after the interception. Johnson, the keeper this time. Gets a couple of blocks to the outside. Lowers his shoulder through the defender. Drives all the way down to the 6 and a powerful run. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. Caleb Johnson just lowered his shoulder and ran over the Otter defender and sets up 1st and goal. And Johnson does a nice job on the fake there and keep to the outside.
Make an adjustment on our camera here so we can get that near corner play in the future. I think we're good to go now.
Friend and Wally, the deep backs. Wally, the handoff left side. He's in. Touchdown, Rebels. A 5-yard run by Nick Wally, and the Rebels strike, and it's now 13-0.
First Johnson, then Wally. And the DGF Rebels did exactly what you kind of hinted towards there, Jason. They got that interception. They marched right down the field, put 6, potentially 7 on the board here.
Now they'll go to kick. Off the kick, the hold will be Brennan Junk. Snap high. Spot is good, though. The kick is good as well, and the Rebels extend the lead to 14-0 after the extra point by Hayden Huff on your Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout. Rebels up by 14.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Welcome back to DGF High School. 2 dominant drives by the Rebels has them up 14-0 in our opening quarter on your Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. First drive goes 55 yards, then an interception sets that drive up, and the Rebels finish it off with a touchdown by number 33, Nick Wally, of 5 yards to make it 14-0. Hoffel kick. King back with Bethel for the Otters. The kick is away. And another nice kick. Backs up King to the 10. Cuts up to the right side. It's 25 to the 30. Breaks the tackle. Spins forward. And is eventually brought down at the 31. And a generous spot gives him the 32. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Otters. Had a little bit of success on that second drive, but then again, the pick ruined that drive for the Otters. A bad snap, or actually a fumble, then the pick on that ended that Otter drive.
I want to say hi to Jeremy watching from Dilworth. He's enjoying the broadcast. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for those compliments. Appreciate it.
Beth on the gun. Looks to his left and gets swarmed under. Nice job reading that one. Was Ethan Hellerud. Read that one well. Bethel couldn't get to the outside.
It was almost like somebody pulled off an invisible cord there and he forgot to jump over it.
So we approach the 2-minute mark. Two receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Battling in the backfield with Bethel. He's to the right. Looks left, pumps, fires, complete. Pitch and catch there. Lockett tries to break a tackle, gets back some yardage. Now a flag comes in the defensive secondary. We'll wait for the official call on that one. Officials having a nice discussion right now on this one. This will give us an opportunity to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank Frontier Airlines. Get ready to stay tuned for our Go Wild halftime show presented by Frontier Airlines. Visit flyfrontier.com today to learn about the Go Wild Pass and lock in one-way flights in and out of both Fargo and Minneapolis for as low as $15. Pass interference against the Rebels.
We apologize for the we're testing on a new scoreboard system here, and it was working up until now. So I will continue to work on that, see if I can fix it.
Penalty will move it all the way into the Rebels territory at the 49. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Otters. 14-0 is the score. The Rebels lead as we approach the under 1.5 to go in this first quarter. Bethel in the gun. She was right, one to the left side, looks right, fires right, pass over the middle, complete, and nice tackle right away. Pass complete to King, and there for the tackle was Bodie DeVries. And he lowered the wood there on that one. It's now 2nd and 2. As we approach the 1-minute mark in our opening half. Or opening quarter, excuse me, as the Rebels lead 14-0. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left side. Otters out of the gun again. Bethel Fakes selling and will give to Beverly and tries to get to the outside. Stiffs arms one man. Now lowers his shoulder and gets wrapped up by his former Rebels to the 40. He'd be close but short to the first down marker. Otter offense likes to air it out and spread it out, so it kind of slows the game down a little bit. Reminds me of an old team that I used to call up in Grand Rapids back in the days. I know a few of them are tuning in, including my former broadcast partner, Jason Merritt. I'd like to give them a shout out tonight as they're watching tonight's game.
All right, I'll try and fix this at halftime as we get about 10 seconds before halftime here.
Two receivers right, one man in motion. That's Lockett to the left. Bethel to the right side on the keep. He's going to have a first down. Continues along the sideline, gets swarmed under at the 27-yard line. A nice run, Bethel on the keep for the first down, and that will be the end of the first quarter, where the Rebels have a 14-0 lead, but the Otters are driving. We'll take a quick break and come back for the start of the second quarter here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
Welcome back in to Dilworth Linden Felton High School. The Rebels lead 14-0 on the Otters tonight. First quarter touchdowns. A 12-yard run by Caleb Johnson and a 5-yard run by Nick Wally. And that's your score right now with the Otters driving after a nice run by Bethel. As we get Bethel in the gun. Now he's going to roll as the pressure comes, rolling to the near side. Gets hit hard and stood up and takes another hit as he goes out of bounds here on the near side. It'll be a gain of about 2 eventually is what they say for Bethel on that one. And they'll bring up second down. Bethel in the gun, 2 receiver right, 2 to the left. Handoff, Evelyn cuts to the left side, gets wrapped up. Makes it to the 21. It'll be third and about 5. The Otters trying to get in the Dean Family Dentistry red zone for the first time. Third down and 6, under 11 to go, first half. The Otters are going to send 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side, near side is Ellison. Beverly to the right to Bethel. Bethel looks to his right. Plants, fires deep into the end zone. Incomplete, nice coverage there. Intended for Rats, but he couldn't come down with it. Caleb Johnson was there to break it up. And they'll bring up fourth down for the Otters. As it's 4th and 6. The Rebels are going to go for it here. Bethel gets snapped, looks right, plants, pumps, now rolls out. Pressure coming, gets away from it. Now fires far side, pass. Incomplete. They say hit the ground, intended for King. King trying to get underneath it, but couldn't. It's incomplete. And a turnover on downs will give it to the Rebels. Bethel, nice throw on the run. Just didn't have enough on it for King to get underneath it to make the catch. And the Rebels want first and 10 at the 21. Rebels have been turning up yards on the ground tonight. Another opportunity here for them to grind some clock and try to add to their lead with the ball at their own 21. Fakes the handoff. Johnson, he's going to fire as he gets hit. Fires the pass. It's complete. O'Keefe into Otter territory to the 45. Johnson got drilled but stood in there nicely. Got the pass off, and O'Keefe makes the reception to the 45 in Otter territory. So much for chewing up clock and going methodically. Johnson and the Rebels go through the air, and they find O'Keefe. And it'll be first and 10 at the 45. Send a man in motion. Motion man gets the handoff to the outside. Cutting up his friend. Now he makes a man miss. Breaks the tackle to the 31. Brody Friend with a nice run. The Rebels just marching along right now. In control, looking for more. First and 10 at the 31. I'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Great Clips. One of our sponsors, thank them. Download the Great Clips app from the App Store to find the location nearest you today. Wally in motion, the handoff. Macheski straight ahead. Breaks the tackle, cuts right. Drives some defenders forward, has the first down. The pile keeps moving inside the Dean Family Dentistry red zone to the 16. I also like to thank some of our other sponsors. Schriber Masonry, the sponsor for Scoreboard. Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, Dean Family Dentistry, Cash Concrete, and Quality Toyota. Thank you for your sponsorship of high school sports on the Main 2 Sports Network. Johnson at the line with the play clock hit 13, hands it off. Driving right side, nice run again that time. That was Bodie DeVries. As the Rebels showing a mix of different running backs. But the same result. Score update in Detroit Lakes. The Lakers lead the Yellow Jackets now 21-0 in the second quarter. That score might be the same as we see here right now as the Rebels are approaching the end zone at the Dean Family Dentistry red zone. Handoff, DeVries into the end zone. Excuse me, that's Friend. Friend for the score. And the Rebels strike again, and it's 20-0. An 8-yard run for number 8. Makes it 20-0. Hoff for the extra point. Snap, gets away. And the Otters pick it up, and that will end the play. As the kick is no good on the attempt. The Rebels take a 20-0 lead. We'll take a break here on the Main 2 Sports Network.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this
this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
Welcome back. The Rebels strike again. 3 different rushing touchdowns. Johnson, Wally, and now Friend into the scoring act as it's 20-0 here in the second quarter with 8:22 to go. Hoff will kick it off for the Rebels. Rebel fans on their feet for the kickoff as they kick it away. King will back up and watch it go into the end zone for a touchback. Hoff kicking with the wind on that one with another nice boot there for the Rebels and all the defense. It's been outstanding so far. A big interception, turn that into points, and a turnover on downs, turn that into points. As it's 20-0 in favor of the Rebels as they're looking for win number 1 on the year. Bethel into the gun, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right side. Rebels with the 4 down front. Handoff, Bevel in. Tries to cut left. Now we'll go back to his right. Finds an opening there. One of the few that he's been able to find. Gets across the 25 to the 27. And it'll be 2nd and 3 after the nice run by Bebelian. Or make that 4. Bethel on the gun again. 2 to his left, 2 to the right. Bebelian alone back to the right. Looks, pumps, rolls out. Now fires over the middle, pass complete. Was behind the intended receiver of King, but King makes a nice adjustment to get the reception for the first down. That will stop the clock momentarily until the chains are reset, and then they'll move the chains and reset the clock. And it's 1st and 10. Otters quickly to the line. Play clock just down to 20 as they get to the line of 25 on the play clock. 2 left, 2 right again. Ball on the far right side of the field. Bethel looks right, fires right side in traffic. Almost intercepted there as Hellerud read that one well on the pass intended for Rats. As Hellerud breaks it up, brings up 2nd down. Two receivers to the left, 2 to the right side again. Ball at the 34-yard line. Bethel to the left side. Spins, now gets taken down at the 36. His friend is there to wrap him up. Be 3rd, we'll call it 8 for the Rebels. It's approaching the 7-minute mark. And it'll be 3rd and 8 at the 7-minute mark now. Ball here on the left side. Rebel defense and their fans starting to make some noise. Trips right, 1 left. Bethel. Rebels bring 3, but still find a way home. That has to be discouraging for the offensive line as the Rebels only bring 3. They get home for the sack. They try to untangle. And it's 4th down. Bodie Mozoff looked to be one of the many that was in there for the Rebels. One of the 3, I should say, as they only brought 3 on that play. And it's 4th and 14. Otters a punt. Takes it on her bounce. Rebels will let it roll and goes down to about the 36, and that's where the Rebels will set up shop. Brody Friend was back for that one. On the short kick, just wisely let it drop and take the roll. So the Rebels will have great scoring field position, I should say. 1st and 10 at the 36. Leading 20-0. On our Go Wild halftime show presented by Frontier Airlines, we'll take a look at a scoring recap here of this opening half. We'll also take a look at the area scoreboard as Midwest Red Division action begins tonight. And another strong run. That's Macheski breaking free. Excuse me. That was DeVries with the powerful run as he breaks a couple of tackles, drags the defender all the way down to the 36. As DeVries with that powerful run there. And that's been the story of this game, has been the ground and pound of the Rebels. As it'll be 1st and 10 at the 36, under 5.5 to go in our opening half. Rebels lead 20-0. Going back to last year, that's 67 straight points against the Otters. Handoff. Breaking free again is DeVries. The Rebels do a nice job of just hiding that football in the handoff, and DeVries gets close to the first down. It'll be 2nd and an inch. Oh, we're going to have a measurement.
First measurement of the season. I don't think we had a measurement last week.
We did not. They'll take their time, bring the chains out. I'm going to guess they got it. That's just a hunch, the way it's been going tonight for the Rebels. I'm going to say it's 1st down and 10 after they officially measure this one. Oh, and I'm wrong. My initial call said it was short by an inch, and there it was. 2nd and an inch. Here's a chance. This is the Rebels get quickly to the line.
We're going to work on that scoreboard coming back, I promise you. I'm adamant about it.
As Johnson sends a man to the left. Play action pass. Johnson fires a pass. Incomplete.
Ooh.
In and out of the hands of Bethel as he almost picked it off.
And that would have been a nice injection of confidence for the Otters there if they could have picked off that pass. They'd have a long field in front of them there, but they would stop themselves from going down an additional 6 or 7 points, or possibly 8.
Johnson was looking for Tommy Reeder on that one, but looked like Bethel was the intended target of that one, but Bethel unable to get it. And a 1st down run there for the Rebels. Makes it 1st and 10 as they approach the Adine Family Dentistry red zone at the 21-yard line. Johnson gets playing from the sideline now, brings it to the huddle. A nice methodical drive here to close out the 2nd quarter. Otters stack the box, and the Rebels decide to go outside with the handoff. And into the end zone for the Swords. Brody Friend on a 21-yard rush. As Friend gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one of 21. And now Huff will try the extra point. Rebels are 2 of 3 on extra points today. Snap, spot, kick, and Huff nails that one. And just like that, the Rebels have a commanding 27-0 lead in the second quarter. We'll take a break because the Rebels are in control.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Back live.
Well, welcome back. The Rebels strike again, lead 27-0. On another touchdown, that time Brody Friend. He's got 2 touchdowns, both in the second quarter. The Rebels lead 27-0 with 4:13 to go in our second quarter. Hoff getting ready to kick as the Rebel fans come back on their feet again. And the kick is off. King on the return to the far side of the field. Gets across the 30 to maybe to the 34, and the Otters will take over.
Make sure you got your red tickets ready at halftime. I got the winning ticket already drawn.
The Otters come out. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Bethel handoff. That time Babylon drives forward. Gets across the 35 to the 37. Makes it about 2nd and 6 for the Otters. Under 4 to go in this opening half. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Two receivers left to the right side for Bethel in the gun. Babylon to his right. The ball on the far right side of the field. Lockett the man in motion. Fake the handoff to him. Now they go to Babylon. Runs into a lineman, then comes left side. Gets across the line of scrimmage. Gets about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Otters. Nice job by the defensive front for the Rebels tonight. They've done a good job of bottling up this running attack. Two left, to the right side again. Bethel looks right, plants, now pumps, now rolls to his right side. They keep an eye on him, do the Rebels, but nice move by Bethel. Gets a nice run, turns nothing into something, gets across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Rebels keeping Jerome Gange kind of in that spy spot of Bethel, but Bethel was able to take off and get the first down. Cross midfield are the Otters. Bethel now the option. Babylon tries to come back against the grain, gets a couple of blocks. Nice stiff arm there, but gets brought down. A nice tackle by DeVries. Got stiffed arm, but stuck with it. Brought down Babylon for a yard. as it's 2nd and 9. Rebel defense did a nice job there as Babylonian cut against the grain, but they stayed home, and DeVries' pursuit of the football didn't allow him to get to the edge. Bethel taking a look. 3 receivers right. Fakes pass, quick handoff. Babylonian trying to let the play develop. Gets to the outside. Nice run there to about the 42. It's going to be 3rd and short. Well, it's longer than I thought on the initial spot. Now it's 3rd and 3, actually. Maybe 4 is what the scoreboard goes with here, and I'll go with them. It's 3rd and 4. Otters do have 2 timeouts remaining. The play ball went out of bounds on the far side, stopping the clock. Otters taking their time. Those play clocks approaching 10. They finally break the sideline. Now they hurry as it approaches 5. And now they're going to have to call timeout with the Otters as the play clock was down to 2. So we got a quick timeout. We'll take a break with them. The Rebels lead 27-0 on the Magnitude Sports Network.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Welcome back here to DGF High School, where the Otters trail the Rebels right now. The Rebels in command, leading 27-0. And they've done an outstanding job on the ground tonight. 4 rushing touchdowns for the Rebels. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right side. 2 to the right. Bethel in the gun, lone in the backfield. Looks to his left. Pressure comes from the outside. Now steps up. He's going to pull it down and run. Has the first down. Drives forward to the 32-yard line, maybe the 33. Nice run there by Bethel. As the Otters trying to get some momentum going in the break. They have to kick off as they won the toss and elected to receive. So they're unable to go for the famous 2-for-1 here. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Bethel looks right, fires right, pass in traffic is complete. And hauling that one there is Kellen Senstrom. He gets about 8 inside the 25 to the 24. So we approach the 1-minute mark. And our Huseman-Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. Bethel looks left. Now he's going to keep. Tries to stiff on the man. Can't. He's brought down and then helped back up there by Jerome Gage.
Yeah, it's nice sportsmanship there, but what I noticed right before that was, I don't know, I think Bethel needs to do a little bit better job of ball protection there if he's going to run it like that, because it certainly looked like a great opportunity for DGF to strip and maybe recover a fumble.
Bethel looks right, rolls to his right, fires an off-balance throw to the far side, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted on the far side.
Up in the air there was Cade Swenson, and what happened was he had that, and then he kneed it out of his own hands and out of bounds, and it was ruled incomplete. Maybe got a little bit too excited there on the potential turnover.
That'll bring up 4th down.
If you haven't figured it out yet, Jason, with me talking, I think our scoreboard's working again.
Well, welcome back. There's 2 receivers right, 2 to the left.
We're in the 2nd quarter, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Rolling to the right, Bethel. Pumps. Now he's going to take off. He's got to try to get to the corner, and I think he did, pending in the out-of-bounds spot. No, they say he's short. They marked him a foot short, maybe a yard short. Turnover on downs gives it to the Rebels. Far side chain gang got a little nervous right away, put the chain down. I don't blame him with a couple of guys running right at him there. And it ends up being shorts. The Rebels will get the ball with 15 seconds to go in our opening half. I just think that the Rebels will be content with the 27-0 lead. Will probably take a knee and run out the clock here. And indeed, that's the formation. Rebels take the knee. That will be the end of the second quarter. When we come back, we'll have your Go Wild halftime show presented by Frontier Airlines. That's coming up in just a matter of minutes here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Welcome back here at halftime. It's Dilworth Linden Felton 27, Fergus Falls 0 in a dominating first half by the Rebels. It started a nice touchdown run by Caleb Johnson of 12 yards. The extra point was good. Then it was Nick Wally's turn. He got in the end zone and made it 14-0 in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, a pair of Brody Friend touchdowns for the Rebels made it 27-0 with one missed extra point in there. An 8-yard touchdown run and a 21-yard touchdown run for Friend in that second quarter makes it 27-0 And this defense for DGF has been outstanding. This front line has done a good job. Bethel, when he's tried to pass, this Fergus Falls offense likes to throw. Hasn't had a lot of time that much, and they've been doing a good job as that DGF front line as they lead this one 27-0.
Yeah, and one thing, I kind of alluded to this in the pregame show. We were kind of wondering what DGF brought to the table when we were talking about last week's game versus Barnesville. And, I would say that so far so good, but you got to keep in the back of your mind that the Otters were in a similar situation like this 7 days ago. They came back and won the game convincingly. Can the Otters have another comeback in them, or does DGF have this one kind of under control right now? I would lean a little bit towards the under control side, but we'll see. And, we saw Wally show some glimpses of what Jordan Summers used to do. We saw Caleb Johnson, some glimpses of what Owen Leach used to do, both on the offensive and the defensive side of the ball. I'm not saying that they're exact duplicates of those two particular players, but something tells me they've learned from those graduates last year. Let's put it that way.
Definitely have, as the Rebels lead this one 27-0. As we take a quick look at our area scoreboard tonight, at the end of the first half, Detroit Lakes leads Perham by a score of 28-0. Another game of interest, East Grand Forks leads Little Falls 14-7. In the other Midwest Red game tonight, Morris area Chokayo, Alberta leads Thief River Falls by a score of 20-7. The scores across the Midwest Red division tonight as they kick off conference play tonight across the conference, as it's 27-0 here in Glendon on your Go Wild halftime show presented by Frontier Airlines. Visit flyfrontier.com today to learn about the Go Wild Pass and lock in one-way flights in and out of both Fargo and Minneapolis for as low as $15. We'll take a break as the Go Wild halftime show presented by Frontier Airlines takes a break.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Welcome back to DGF High School. The Rebels lead by a score of 27-0.
You can't see it on camera, but I've been spending most of the halftime trying to find out where Fergus Falls is at. They're nowhere to be found on the field.
They're tucked further behind to our
okay, there they are.
Screen on the left as you're viewing.
There we go. See, I was trying to be fair and get equal camera time for both teams, but they lost me. So Now we'll give them equal climber time. Anyways, should be an interesting second half. We'll see. And I was gonna kind of elude off that point of I can't find him on the field, as if maybe the coach took him off and said, "Hey, let's get back into this game right now." We don't want to do this every week. We did it last week. We're gonna have to do it again this week, but we don't want to do it every week. And I'm sure the Otter fans watching and even the ones in attendance would probably agree with that statement.
Now give us a quick chance as this halftime rolls along to take a look at our upcoming schedule here on the Magnitude Sports Broadcast Network. A week off into a busy week now.
Yeah, we do 2 games in 7 days, and we turn it into, I think, 5 games in 7 days or 6 games in 7 days, something like that. Otter fans, your volleyball team's coming here to DGF High School on Monday to take on the Rebels. We'll have that volleyball matchup for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then we go over to Park Rapids as the Panthers will host the Sebeka Trojans on Tuesday. And then we have, I think that's supposed to be Thursday, September 14th. It says 2021, but that's not what it is. With our first doubleheader of the fall season, as the Yellow Jackets will host the Barnesville Trojans, and the DGF Rebels will host the Holly Nuggets, both of those starting at 7:30 here on Magnitude Sports. You can dig deeper into that schedule by going to our website at magnitudesn.com. You can also follow us on all of our other social medias, X, formerly known as Twitter, and you know the others, Magnitude SN with Magnitude Sports on Instagram.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back with your second half here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water line, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
I drove 116 miles for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
How far would you drive to get a great deal at Quality Toyota? Tundra, RAV4, Tacoma. What's your number? Quality Toyota, Fergus Falls.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
And we want to say thank you to the Fergus Falls student section as well for wearing pink tonight for Taylor. Let's put our hands together. She's a great young lady. We love life, and thank you guys for all your support. And I know the family really appreciates your support as well. Let's put our hands together and roll around, please. Thank you once again for being true to a special young lady. Taylor Rosenfeld, you will never be forgotten.
And for a moment.
We're going to start the second half of football.
Okay, so I thought he was saying something else there, and I should be quiet and let him say what he wanted to say. But right when we were in the break here, everybody was jamming out to Miley Cyrus, who was shaking this press box like a small magnitude earthquake, no pun intended. And you can come to a DGF game, and when there's no football being played, you'd think that it's a DJ concert or something. I mean, it has a great atmosphere here, and nothing against like Barnesville or Perham or any of the other Heart of Lakes or AAA football fields in the nearby area here. But this place is rocking right now, and I don't know if I've experienced that at any of those other fields or not.
They do a great job, and they have the fans, students right in front of us here, and they are rocking to our left in the broadcast booth, and they get ready to go for the second half. I was going to say they were honoring Taylor Rosenfeld when we came back out of that timeout. The PA announcer was talking more about her as the Otters kick it off. Running ahead with it, his friend on the return gets the 25 as they were honoring her at halftime, talking about her life and thanking both fan bases tonight. You may be able to see it a couple of times across on the far side. The Fergus Falls Otters fans have been wearing pink tonight as well.
That's awesome. I did not even notice that until you brought it up just now.
In honor of Taylor Rosenfeld, to pass away as a member of the class of 2023. And the Rebels fans and the Otters fans coming together to honor her memory tonight.
I kind of feel bad for not giving Fergus Falls the pink label on the scoreboard now.
Man in motion, that's Friend, but the handoff. Left side, Macheski gets the first down as he plows forward. Nice run to the left side as he went through the Otter defense for a first down. We talked a little bit about this Otter squad and how they had the ability to come back from a big deficit last week. If they want to try to do that tonight, they need to find a way to stop this offense from DGF, and it's imperative to not let DGF score and extend the lead to 30+.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Johnson comes to the line, looks things over. Sends Wally in the backfield. It gives him the handoff. Wally breaks a couple tackles, then gets wrapped up by the Otter defense at the 41-yard line. They give him 4. And it will be 2nd and 6. Good stand that time by the Otter front. They need to come up with 2 more. Trying to get the ball in the hands of Henry Bethel, quarterback, who's been able to do some nice things, kind of what we talked about last week with the big 6'5" quarterback for Holly, and that Holly Perham broadcast is finishing drives. Fergus Falls hasn't been able to do that tonight either. Johnson, Caleb Johnson down under center. Sends the man in motion. Handoff left side, and nice job wrapping up the running back there. DeVries didn't get much. He ends up losing about a yard. And it's going to be a big third down here. 3rd and 7 for the Otter defense. This is the biggest one of the game so far. And I know it's strange saying that in the third quarter of a 27-0 game, but the way the Otters offense can put up points, this is a big play here.
Yep. And we saw glimpses of what the Otters can do. They just couldn't capitalize and conclude on any of those opportunities.
This might be the first time in a long time for DGF to be backed up. Handoff near side and a wall in front, and plowing forward is Brody Friend, and he drags a couple defenders in Otter territory to the 36.
Nice run there. He picked up at least 7 or 8 additional yards on the hustle and a little bit of push help from his teammates there. Great job by the Rebels to get a big chunk of yardage on that play.
You could see that one developing, and Friend got to the outside and had a very strong run to the right, and it's 1st and 10 under Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard.
We promise it's not 1st and 40 like your scoreboard says. I'm still when Taylor Swift was playing, it was rock in the stands so much that our camera was getting knocked off the scoreboard, and that allowed everything to disappear for a moment. So
Breeze with the carry there.
Note made, and don't try new equipment in a rock concert at DGF in the future.
Tonight we've had the Eras Tour, I believe, a little bit. Miley Cyrus as well, and some old classic rock. A nice mix of variety of music played here tonight, as it's now 2nd and 5 at the 31. Johnson now handed off. Wally swarmed under in the backfield. Nice job getting theirs. Trayson Dillon as he wraps them up for a loss, and a big play there for the Otter defense. And it's now 3rd and about 7. They call it 8. The Rebels taking their time, coming to the line with the play clock approaching 10. Johnson looks over the Otter front. Rebel fan making some noise for their offense, and a lot of movement and a false start.
Yeah, it's going to be on the Rebels, and Caleb Johnson was like, oh, come on, guys.
That's one of those fans. Moments is going to say, as a quarterback, you want your fan base to be quiet.
Yeah.
They made some noise, and now it's 3rd and long. But 27-0 will sometimes lead to moments like that. As it's 3rd and 13 now after the penalty for the Rebels inside the 39 of the Otters. Johnson under center. Wally to the right, to the left, the man in motion. And the handoff, Macheski, big hole to the right side. He drags a couple defenders, plows forward into the Dean Family Dentistry red zone with a strong run to the 19 on a gain of 20.
Strong run, and it almost looked like the Otters flung him forward about 10 yards as well. How he stayed on his feet on that one is beyond me.
Well, the penalty just delayed the inevitable for this Rebel offense. As now it's 1st and 10 at the 19 on the Dean Family Dentistry red zone. Johnson to the line again. The man in motion. Motion man gets the handoff. Not much doing there that time for DeVries.
And a late flag coming in from the backfield. I think it might be on the Rebels, but we'll find out here.
It's a hold on the Rebels. Usually when that flag comes in the backfield, that's the call. And indeed it is. Backs up the Rebels. It's kind of been the only thing backing up the Rebels tonight has been penalties.
Yeah. I think that entire first half was all positive. If anything negative has happened for him at all, it's been here in this 3rd quarter so far.
Johnson, 1st and 20. At the 29, sends Wally in motion. Looks to throw, fires a pass, too strong. Was looking for O'Keefe. Johnson absorbed a hit on that one. That'll be 2nd and 20.
Not sure how tall O'Keefe stands, but I'm sure he wished he had a couple inches of extra on his vertical on that one. He may have had a catch if so.
That'll be 2nd and 20 now. 6:40 to go in our 3rd quarter on a Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. Rebels were momentarily in the Dean Family Dentistry red zone. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, dentures, visit AdeanFamilyDentistry.com to schedule an appointment today. Handoff ended up going inside to Macheski. Not much there. Got maybe a yard. Nope, they say right back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long for the Rebels. But anyways, this has been a time-consuming drive to start the second half.
Yeah, I was just about to say something similar. I just couldn't formulate my thoughts.
3rd and 20. The Rebels have now had the ball for 6 minutes. to start the second half.
I want to say hi to Jim and Jeremy and Andrew and Neil watching from sunny San Diego, or maybe a little bit moonlight San Diego right now. I'm not sure, but you're watching from San Diego. Thanks for watching.
Johnson play action, fired back to the far side. It's caught. Macheski breaks the tackle, drives forward, gets some more positive yards, dives forward, eventually down. They'll mark it about the 17. Gain of 12 on the pitch and catch from ranking 4th. And we'll say 8, maybe 7. I'll go with the scoreboard. It says 8.
Yeah, there we go.
A nice pitch and catch there to the far side. Macheski, as they rolled out to the right side on play action, threw it back to the far side. And it's 4th and 8 inside of the Dean Family Dentistry red zone.
Yeah, no sense in not trying to go for it here. Up 27-0. You could consider a 30-ish yard field goal attempt if you wanted to here, but they're going to go with the offense.
Johnson rolls right, fires right, pass incomplete. He was looking for O'Keefe. Had him, just threw a little too far for him. And it's incomplete, turnover on down. But anyway, that's an 8-minute drive, about a 7-minute and 3-second drive. May not score any points, but you did your job taking up that much time.
Yeah, absolutely there. And, you have just a hair inside 5 minutes to go in the third. And if you're Fergus Falls, like I said, we've seen glimpses of what they can do. If they can actually put that together, they're not out of this game just yet.
Bethel in the gun, Babylon to his left, trips left. One receiver to the right, ball on the right side of the field, 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking left, Bethel across the middle, incomplete. Behind, it was tipped, he was looking for Lockett. This Rebel defense has been doing a nice job just sitting back, cluttering up the passing lanes.
So 2nd and 10 here as they'll break the huddle, and you got to think you got to do more passes here. And DGF looks like they're ready for it.
Hand off this time. And a nice pursuit, but a nice run by Babylon, continuing to drag defenders with them. There first was Hellerud, but he was dragged forward along the right side across the 20 to the 24, and a nice run by Babylon.
Yeah, picks up 6. Looks like they gave him 7. And, if he could have gone straight up the field, he probably would have picked up a first down instead of going off to the side like that. But 7's better than nothing, so.
3 receivers left, one to the right side.
7 points would be better. Ooh, looked like there was some movement, and I think the flag's coming in now.
And just when you think you're moving forward, you back them up. Oh, no, it's going to be encroachments and moving 5 on the Rebels.
So that should be a first down, and it is.
A big first down there, an opportunity for the Otters to keep the drive alive. Trips left, 1 right, Babylon in the back to the left of Bethel. Bethel, handoff. Babylon trying to juke and drive his way through the backfield, gets to the line of scrimmage. It's now 2nd and 10. Under 4 to go in this third quarter. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right side. Looking right, Bethel pumps and fires. Deep downfield, incomplete. Nice job coming back to the ball, Cade Swenson. As he closed on the receiver from Fergus Falls and is able to break that up. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Looked like he had it in his hands. I couldn't quite tell from where I was standing there, but I think the DGF defender maybe stripped it out just in the nick of time to cause that incompletion.
as King was the intended receiver on that one. And it's 3rd and 10. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right again. Ford Bethel looks over to the front of DGF again. DGF just brings 3, sits back. They have a spy on the quarterback. Bethel rolls right, fires right, pass is caught. A nice leaping catch on the far sideline. Coming up with that one was Darius Lockett. Gets the first down on a big pitch and catch there on 3rd down and 10.
Well, they definitely need a touchdown here before this remaining 3:15 is concluded. And then we'll see what they can do in the 4th quarter here. But it all starts with this drive here. They need to put points on the board if they want a chance in this game.
Bethel sends Lockett in motion. Fakes a handout to him. Now he's going to follow blocker right, cut up. But nothing there. Nice surge. And coming through that one was Hellerud. That'll be 2nd and 10. Clock on the side of the Rebels as they lead 27-0 here in the 3rd quarter. Otters, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left side. Bethel looks right. Now gets a snap. Hands it off, Babylon. The Rebels swarm defense there. We'll make it 3rd down. And we'll call it about 6 after the run of 4 by Babylon.
You know, we saw it back in the 1st quarter. I think you go back to that flea flicker trickery play and try that one again here if you're Fergus Falls. Just my thought. I think it might work if they tried it.
2 receivers right to the left side. Fake the handoff. Bethel rolls right, pumps. Now trying to get outside, trying to get to the corner. He does. Lowers the shoulder, drives the defender forward. But I think he went out of bounds so right at the marker.
Yeah, depending on where that marker stands, that's going to be very, very close. First down.
They didn't have to measure that one. But it might have been a generous spot, but it's a 1st down for the Otters. 1st and 10 in Rebel territory at the 46.
Yeah, when the quarterback runs it to the stick, that makes it an easy measurement, I guess.
Not going to lie, I thought the first one was initially my initial call, but then I changed it and was wrong. Trips right, 1 left. Bethel rolls left. Looks to get to the outside. Stiffs arm the defender, drives forward and takes a tough hit on the near side. Strong hit there delivered by DeVries. Defender did a nice job holding him up for DeVries to come and lay him out. That was Jerome Gange.
Yeah, into that final minute of the 3rd period now, and 3rd quarter, I should say. And you know, you've put together a semi-decent drive up to this point here, but you've also been maybe taking a little bit too much time with the run. I think you need an extra pass here or two, even if it's, say, a screen pass in the backfield. That might even do the trick.
They're going to hand it off to Babylon, trying to get to the outside. Spins, drives, and gets driven down to the ground at the 40.
And nothing wrong with that run attempt there, and that was a nice run, including that spin near the end. What likely gave them an extra yard or so.
Make it 3rd and 4. Under 35 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter, in a quarter that's only seeing 2 possessions. A 7-minute drive that didn't yield any points for the Rebels, and now the Otters have had the ball since. Babylon on the ground again. And he's going to get a 1st down. That will stop the clock momentarily.
18.5 seconds to go. I mean, you do carry the possession over to the 4th quarter here.
We'll see. The Otters might just do that and let it go, or are they going to try to rush and get a play in? They don't have to run a play, and I think they're going to just let it go to the 4th quarter. And I believe that's what they're going to do because there's no hustle to the line from Bethel. So that will be the end of the 3rd quarter, and the Rebels lead this one by a score of 27-0. And we'll take a quick break. as the Rebels in command of this one going to the fourth quarter.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
Welcome back as we head to the fourth quarter. The Rebels leading this one 27-0 on the Magnitude Sports Network. I'm Jason Groth with Mike Mason bringing you the call here from DGF High School, and Bethel will be in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Handoff again, Beverly in, but he gets swarmed under. The Rebels right there, and they're going to lose 2. Nice job, Josh Judgen. Stood him up and brought him down.
So unrelated, but I think I figured out the process here of the DJ. It's 80s pregame show, 2K pop in the first, second, and third quarter, and then 80s pop in the fourth quarter.
you got to get the kids into it in the crowd and the fan base with the music that they're used to hearing.
Yeah, that's
and then
right.
You mix it back up for the, let's say, older generation that's here that wants to enjoy it as well. Bethel in the gun, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left side. Looks to his right. Bethel now rolls out. He's going to tuck it and run. Gets driven out of bounds on the near sideline.
Yeah, I would say that's you're going to see a lot of this, whether it's a run or maybe a screen pass towards one of the 2 sidelines to kind of keep as much time on the clock as they possibly can here.
Make sure to stay tuned for Randall's Excavating postgame show, where we'll have your player of the game brought to you by Randall's Excavating here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health. Clay County Health reminds you that most DGF students would rather not vape when hanging out with friends. Healthy people create healthy communities. Also like to thank Randall's Excavating, Adine Family Dentistry, Cash Concrete, and Quality Toyota. Bethel in the gun again. Looking to his left, has time, fires left, pass complete, that's King. King found a nice spot in the zone there and gets the reception, but he's going to be just shy of the first down marker. And it'll be 4th and 1 for the Otters on the pitch and catch to King from Bethel. Fourth down for the Otters as they're looking to break the goose egg on the scoreboard. One that goes all the way back last year is the Rebels shut out the Otters 47-0 last year. Bethel in the gun. Handoff Beverly in. Now he pitches it back to Bethel. And that play goes nowhere. And that will be the end of that drive.
Yeah, I thought DGF recovered a fumble there, but I wasn't quite sure. A PA announcer confirms it, or now they're saying incomplete pass.
So it's considered a forward pass from when Babylon got it, trying to get it to Bethel. So it drops incomplete. Either way, turnover downs. But the thing is, it costs them 5 yards of field position initially as they move it back.
So first down for the Rebels. We got that much right. Or at least, let me rephrase that. I got that much right.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 26 for the Rebels. And we'll see how much time they can eat up here as they lead 27-0, looking to improve to 1-1. Send a man in motion. The motion man gets the handoff right side. Handoff there goes to Friend. Gets about 3 on the play, and Friend and the Rebels are content with that because that just allows them to run another 40 seconds off while getting positive yards. And that's the main thing here tonight. Now in the fourth quarter is eat up some clock, come out healthy, and get ready for next week where they take on Thief River Falls on the road in Thief River Falls.
Should be another fun game. Saw those two teams play down here third week of the season last year. Rebels had that one, but.
Hand off left side. Nice run. Oof, and a big hit to finish off the run. That time by Bodie DeVries. Lowers the shoulder, moves the sticks to the 40, and it's a first down.
Normally you see hits like that from the defending player tackling the ball carrier and not the way it happened on that play, but nice job by the Rebels running back.
They do not shy away from contact. More often than not, they're the ones delivering it. Another powerful hit and run there by DeVries. Send a man in motion. Play action pass. DeVries rolls out, eludes one tackler. Or excuse me, that's Johnson rolls out, pass near side. It is caught on the near side and reception made. Thomas Thureen came down with his Johnson, did a nice job eluding the pass rush and firing the pass for a first down, for a 5-yard gain on now second down.
It's getting late.
I would say that was a nice job. Johnson avoided the first tackler on the rush, got outside, did a good job finding Thureen, and they pick up 5.
If you're on the East Coast, it's getting late. Let's put it that way.
Send a man in motion to the Rebels, handoff inside. Not much doing there. The guy who they faked the ball to had a good run, but the guy that was headed inside. Trying to see who the ball carrier was out coming out of the pile. And that was, this time it was DeVries again. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, both teams with all 3 of their timeouts. So keep that in mind as this one progresses here. But I don't see DGF calling any timeouts, at least not at this point in the game.
Hand off right side. Trying to cut back the backfield. There was Friend, but he may have lost the football, and he did. And it's Otter football as they recover the fumble. His Friend is poked away from him.
Well, it's probably one of the bright spots defensively for the Fergus Falls Otters. Now they need to put points on the board. So they'll have some decent field position here.
And a shorter field for the Otters to work with as they'll get the ball in Rebel territory at the 41.
Looks like the concession stand across the field is closed. I'm not sure about the one to our right, but it was $5 hot dog, candy, water, and there was a 4th item in there. I can't remember what it was, but it was a little combo meal for $5. I'm kind of hungry now, and it doesn't look like I'm going to cash in on that combo meal.
Bethel fakes the handoff to Lockett. He steps, pulls it down, and runs forward. Nice run there, gets driven out of bounds by Bethel. And a first down just outside the Dean Family Dentistry red zone. Pro tip, that's where you take advantage of the pregame. You plan out the meal ahead of time.
I was, apparently we had a laptop that our airline friends didn't take care of, and that original laptop came to Glendon tonight and had a broken screen. So we had to make an emergency phone call to get a different laptop here so that we could broadcast this game for you guys. So that's why I didn't cash in.
Pass near side, complete. Nice move, King. Shifts forward inside the 10 to the 8. Nice pitch and catch there, Bethel to King. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Otters.
So even though DGF leads by a ghost to nothing right now, if it wasn't for the attempt to try out this new scoreboard, we would have been in real trouble if I would have shown up when I normally do to set up for a game tonight. So well worked out.
3 receivers left to the right side. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help. I was having plates of Mongolian and enjoying that food tonight. As wide open pass near side. Incomplete. Had a guy in the far corner calling for the football. Bethel didn't see him. Went inside. The pass is incomplete, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
So the ball on the 8-yard line.
As you can see also on the Huseman Masonry scoreboard, or excuse me, Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard, and the Rebels scoreboard right behind it, it's 27-0 with 6:57 to go. Bethel on the gun, and a stoppage and a timeout called by the Otters. So we'll take a break and come back. The Rebels in control.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Welcome back to DGF High School, and the Rebels lead 27-0 on the Main Street Sports Network. I'm Jason Grove with Mike Mason. As the Otters break the huddle. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bethel with the empty backfield. Rolls left, is going to keep. Tries to drive forward, maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage, where it's going to be 3rd and goal.
Looks like Gange got the tackle on that one for the Rebels.
He's kind of been in that spiral of Bethel for the most part of this game. Has done a great job whenever Bethel tries to take off. He's been there to wrap him up. 2 receivers right, to the left, Evelyn to the right to Bethel in the gun. Low snap, Bethel goes to the right side. Trying to get to the corner of the 5 times forward. Does he get in? He does. Touchdown. Henry Bethel, an 8-yard run for the Otters.
And the Otters cracked that goose egg finally. And a nice run to the corner there by the Otters quarterback. And now do they go for 2? Or do they go for 1?
I think you go for the extra points here, and if you can get within that range, then you start going for 2. Shane Zierden, the kicker. But they are. Zierden, left-footed kicker. Snap there, spot, kick. And it is good. So with the extra point, it's 27-7 as the Otters get on the board. We'll take a break, come back here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
Welcome back. Touchdown there by the Otters. An 8-yard run by Henry Bethel. Gets the Otters on the board. The extra point by Shane Zierden is good. And it's 27-7 here in the 4th quarter as we approach about the 6-minute mark, as the Otters will kick things off. See what they elect to do with 6:17 and 2 timeouts to go. If they might try a surprise kick, short kick here, we'll see.
Either that or they're going to need, and they will go deep.
And wide open and a big return. And a strong run to the 44-yard line for Brody Friend on the big return there.
Not quite what Fergus Falls was dialing up for that one there. They were not able, they would get a good kickoff off, but they were not able to get the defenders down there and tackle them within a few yards, and he brings it almost all the way back to midfield here. Now what the Otters defense needs is a big stop. They need to create a turnover of some sorts, and that's going to be hard if the Rebels are going to more than likely run it here. But first, a timeout.
And we'll take it with them.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social.
Welcome back. We come back to live action. Hand off left side. Wally drives across midfield to the 47-yard line. That'll be second and short. Nice powerful run by Wally. He might be the finisher for the Rebels tonight.
Yeah, that run by Wally looked a lot similar to that first run Wally had in the first quarter of play, and they're just sticking with those same plays and they're working.
And now they're going to get to the line, go under center, and hand it off right side, and break it through, and driving forward, bringing defenders with them once again is Brody Friend. And Friend is having a heck of a night tonight, getting ready to lock himself into the Randall's Excavating Player of the Game. That's coming up in a Randall's Excavating post-game show.
And Brody Friend showing everybody there why the weight room is important if you want to be a good football player.
First and 10 at the 30 is the Rebels closing in on win number 1 of the young season. Lead 27-7, under 5 to go. Now they're taking their time. Play clock down to 3. They hand it off. Left side, Wally. Wally bounces it to the outside, inside the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Rebels! To the house. Nick Wally to the house for the score.
Wally with the wheels. Let's give it up for him. What a touchdown, Rebels!
And that might be your dagger tonight.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I had a glimmer of hope for Fergus Falls until Wally took that one into the corner.
I'm in tally. Just that on that play. Oh, that was 30.
To give him a 30-yard touchdown run, the snap, a kick by Hoff.
It's just a little short.
And off. Kick no good, but that's a formality as the Rebels lead 33-7 on your Huseman-Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. Come back here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in waterline, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
Welcome back. The fans getting candy from the top. Excited as Music's kept them energized to get ready for another kickoff here after a Nick Wally 30-yard touchdown run, his second of the game, and him and Brody Friend are putting their name in that hat for that player of the game.
Yeah, if I learned one thing tonight from the DJ is if you bring candy and play 80s music, you can get a bunch of teenagers to like you. I'll remember that next time I'm DJing.
Kick to King. King across the 20 to the 25. Drives forward to the 30. And they're a late flag on that one. We'll wait for the official decision on this one. Face mask on the Rebels will add to the return.
Four minutes and 39 seconds remaining. Just to clarify, but our on-screen scoreboard says 4.3. There should be a 9 behind that.
Bethel in the gun. Handoff left side, Bebelian. Trying to get the edge now, tries to cut back forward. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, will bring up second down. The Rebels with the big touchdown run by Wally. Extends the lead to 33-7. So we approach the 4-minute mark. Three wide receivers right, one on the left side. Bethel in the gun. Looks to his right now, looks left. He's going to fire deep. And the pass is incomplete. He was looking for Alex Ellison on the far side of the field.
Yeah, you got to take those chances, and one, to try and get back in this game if there's any hope of that, and two, just, I mean, you're down 33-7, so it's not going to hurt you any more than it would help you, more than likely. So
the Otters, it doesn't get any easier for them next week as they'll take on the Lakers of Detroit Lakes in Fergus Falls. Three receivers right, one on the left side. Bethel rolls right. He's going to take it down and run, crosses midfield, slips down out of bounds, and stops the clock to the 46. As it'll be fourth and about one for Bethel and the Otters. Like to thank our sponsors, Frontier Airlines, Great Clips. Download the Great Clips app from the App Store to find the location nearest you today. Also like to thank Dakota Fins and Feathers. If you love hunting and fishing, then you love Dakota Fins and Feathers on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel today. As now it's fourth down. Bethel with Locke and Bebelian in the backfield with them. And the play clock hits 0, and the Otters will have to call their final timeout. We'll take a break with them. Otters trail the Rebels 33-7.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Fourth down and 1 for the Otters. As they're looking to extend this game as much as possible, trailing 33-7. Rebels hoping to get a stop, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a whole new offense if they get the stop here.
Our buddy Jim in North Carolina, it's about to tick 10 o'clock, and he says he's still with us. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Jim.
Pass near side, caught. King, first down. Nice pitch and catch on the near side. Looks like there's a lot of confusion on the left side. Good thing the play for the Otters wasn't going over there. One receiver took off. Two of them stayed at the line. But King was wide open on the near sideline.
Puts the ball on the 40 and a quick break of the huddle here for the Otters.
3 receivers left, 2 to the right side. Empty backfield with Bethel in the gun. Bethel rolls now to his left. Pressure comes. Fires the off-balance throw downfield. The jump ball is incomplete. Looks like he's looking for, looked like Allison in the far side. Strong coverage again by the Rebels on that deep pass to the far left. Stops the clock. Schreiber was there for the coverage. That'll be second down and 10 with 3:20 to go. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast from Magnitude Sports. I'd like to thank all our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible as they send Lockett in motion. He gets the handoff, goes off the edge, now comes back right side, cuts against the green. Gets to about the 37, and there he's finally rocked out. I'd like to thank once again Quality Toyota for their sponsorship of tonight's game as well. So we approach the 3-minute mark as it's third and we'll call it 6 for the Otters as the clock continues to run under 3. Another update in the battle for the paddle. Detroit Lakes leads Perham 35-21. The Yellow Jackets trying to make a comeback in that one.
That sounds like a fun game.
As Bethel gets the snap, quick pass left side, Babylon tries to break a tackle, does break a tackle, and for his efforts, he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
And they'll bring up 4th down.
And I was referring to that earlier, how they might want to try that screen pass. It didn't really work out too hot for him on that particular instance, but I wouldn't go away from it. I mean, you can go away from it now as it's unlikely that you can probably score again, but you're going to need a lot more time on the clock to make a comeback attempt in this one here, but you might as well practice those plays that you would need in a potential comeback scenario while you have the opportunity now.
4th and 6. Otters again out of timeout. Some confusion. Now they are going to get called for delay of game. Bethel thought they got the snap off. They didn't. Delay of game. That'll back him up 5, make it 4th and 11. It took a little too long getting the play from the sideline and getting set. Seemed to be confusion out of the huddle. Now it's 4th and 11. And now they're in the gun. Again, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Bethel, the running back to his right, gets the snap, rolls right. Throws a pass near side. It's caught by King. It's a first down. He makes a man miss inside the 15, and he gets tackled there at the 14. And into the Adine Family Dentistry red zone. Whether you need a dental checkup, filings, crowns, bridges, implants, dentures, visit AdineFamilyDentistry.com to schedule an appointment today. 1st and 10 for the Otters, under 2 to go.
Nice positive play there for Fergus Falls. We'll see if they can continue that here and get into the end zone.
Rolling out Bethel. Pressure coming from the edge. Now fires to the far side in traffic. Pass is complete for a touchdown. Coming down with the football, there's Kellen Senstrom. And a quick strike there of 14 yards. A nice pitch and catch there as Stenstrom comes down with it in the corner of the end zone with 1:22 to go.
Yeah, and he was surrounded by at least 3 black jerseys there, and somehow he came up with a catch. Nice job.
Zeroed in for the extra point. Snap, spot, the kick is good. Closes the gap to 33-14. We'll take a quick timeout and come back here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter on the Main Street Sports Network. The Rebels lead 33-14 against the Otters with 1:22 to go in your fourth quarter. Again, Dakota Fins and Feathers. If you love hunting and fishing, then you'll love Dakota Fins and Feathers on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel today. Otters look content to just kick it off deep with 1:22 to go, as this game's pretty much out of reach. And a nice kick to the near side. Stopped there, now going to a knee. And we'll be down right there is Cade Swenson.
Yeah, his knee touched the ground. He tried to get up, but he could not fool the referee, and he'll be down right around that 10-ish or so yard line.
Well, 3 plays will end the game because the Otters have no timeout, so we'll see if it's just simple victory formation, which I'm gathering to guess that's what it's going to be for the Rebels tonight. Victory formation for the Rebels in a knee by Caleb Johnson.
So one more of those, and that'll make it official. Well, actually, they might need 2 more if I'm doing the math correctly.
They'll have to take 1 for sure. They'll snap it probably. They'll have this will be the final snap.
Yep.
Assuming they snap it under. The score clock here is not going to stop it. It's not going to matter. This is the final snap. The Rebels are going to go on and earn a victory. And no, it's not 33-4. 33-14 victory tonight for the Rebels, as they'll take the final knee of the game, and that will do it. The Rebels with the victory improved to 1-1. The Otters dropped to 1-1. And a nice victory tonight for the Rebels tonight. We'll come back. We'll have your Randall's Excavating postgame show and player of the game coming up in our postgame show here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Well, welcome back to DGF and Randall's Excavating postgame show. The Rebels pick up their first win of the year as they earn a 33-14 victory over Fergus Falls. I'm Jason Groth with Mike Mason to wrap things up for you here tonight on the Randall's Excavating postgame show. And DGF, a dominant performance tonight over the Otters.
Yeah, absolutely, and what a better night to have it on. It's your home opener. It's a game for one of your former classmates, and they showed up strong tonight here, and they didn't blank them like they did last year, but they almost did. And Otters put up a fight till the end. I think that's what I'm most impressed of with Fergus Falls in this one.
That they did. They battled and scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but damage was done in the first half for the Rebels, starting the scoring. Caleb Johnson, he rushed in from 12 yards. Then it was Nick Wally with a 5-yard touchdown run, made it 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, it was Brody Friend's time. He rushed in from 8 yards and 21 yards, and it was a 27-0 Rebel lead at the break. Nothing doing in the third quarter, mainly because the Rebels held the ball for over 7 minutes. They didn't score, but they kind of took the air out of the game and the sails of the Otters. If they were in any chance of a comeback, it was shot down there after that 7-minute drive that didn't yield any points. No scoring in the third quarter. The fourth quarter, though, the Otters got on the board halfway through. It was Henry Bethel with an 8-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. Made it 27-7. And then as Brody O'Keefe has just been selected to the homecoming court with the announcement and presentation from the student section. He had a nice game tonight as well for the Rebels. It was Henry Bethel with an 8-yard touchdown run, made it 27-7. And then the Rebels put the finishing touches score-wise. Nick Wally with a 30-yard touchdown run, made it 33-7. And then a nice pitch and catch for the final scoring for Fergus Falls as Bethel connected with Kellen Stenstrom for a 14-yard score. Extra point was good. 33-14 is your final score. Nice victory tonight for the Rebels. And now to name your Randall's Excavating player of the game. And I'm going to say players tonight. I'm going to give it to a pair of running backs, Mike. I think you might agree on this. Nick Wally and Brody Friend, the 2 running backs tonight for the Rebels that had 2 touchdowns each.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they didn't have jersey numbers, you wouldn't have known the difference on who was carrying the ball. It was almost like those 2 were identical twins out on the field with their style of running and just their way of powering through the defense to gain those extra 3 yards, or those runs where you gain extra 5 or 7 yards, or on a rare occasion you pick up an extra 10 and you carry your defenders down the field. And both of those guys did that tonight, and I have no disagreement on your player of the game selections at all. Congratulations to those 2.
Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Budget Blinds, Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, Adine Family Dentistry, Cash Concrete, and Quality Toyota. I'd like to thank all our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. We'll take a look ahead at the schedule up ahead for Magnitude Sports. A busy week full of volleyball action. DGF taking on Fergus Falls on Monday night. Then on Tuesday, it's Park Rapids taking on Sabika. Then a pair of doubleheader games on Thursday, which should be fun. Perham taking on Barnesville. DGF hosting Holly, and that should be a fun one here. And then on Friday, football action. The Yellow Jackets taking on East Grand Forks.
Yeah, a great slate of games coming up here, and it's been a fun start to the fall sports season, and hopefully it remains that way throughout the conclusion of it. But those 3 teams you see there will have plenty of coverage this fall and winter here on Magnitude Sports.
And how can you find us, Mike?
You can find us online on YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook. Search Magnitude Sports on Instagram. Give the YouTube channel a subscription if you would. like the video. If you enjoyed this broadcast, hopefully DGF fans give us a few thumbs up, and since they had the win. And hopefully we get a few thumbs up from the Fergus Falls fans for getting a couple late touchdowns there in that fourth quarter. Like I said, they battled to the end. But yeah, that's how you can find us. And then, of course, that schedule that you just saw earlier can be found by clicking on the schedule button at magnitudesn.com on our website.
Well, that's Mike Mason. I'm Jason Groth. The Rebels win tonight by a score of 33-14. Thank you very much, and have a good weekend.
The preceding broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.